What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the outfits that I wore this week, some of the pieces that I'm breaking out for the fall and winter season, more common studios, sample and upcoming pieces, and just a lot of great pieces this video that I haven't got a chance to break out this winter season yet. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel. If you guys didn't watch the last video, our goal for this year is to hit 100K on this channel, which I think is completely doable on top of consistent uploads. So if you guys enjoy the content, let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of. And I have something really cool planned out for next week's video that I'm really looking forward to integrating into these weekly outfit videos. So make sure you guys stay tuned for future content. And with all that being said, we're going to jump right into the outfits that I wore this week. So we're starting off Monday with a pair of pants that I gave a little bit of a break to the first couple of weeks of this year, but broke them right out again this week on Monday to start the week out. This is the ERL Levi's denim, a pair of pants that I gravitate towards pretty frequently in my videos and just on a weekly basis as far as styling myself. So I thought this would be a great pair to break out to start the week. Again, we got the ERL Levi's denim. Now the weather here has been pretty funny the last week or so. It's been really warm some days and then very, very cold other days. And when I say very, very cold, I'm talking like around 50 degrees, which I know isn't super cold for most of you guys watching wherever you're at, but here in Arizona, 50 is pretty cold for us. But even today I walked outside and it was 80 degrees. So kind of hard to get a gauge on what to wear every day. Really got to check the weather. Monday was a colder day though, so I decided to break out this knitted piece. Just a really nice color on this one that I enjoyed. I picked this one up at Zara a few years ago. Really love this piece though, super cozy and warm. I actually wore it with a white long sleeve under, but that's in the wash right now. So I'm just gonna throw it over the top of this tank. Now before we get into the footwear, I don't ever really talk about my jewelry, but I have a couple pieces that I'll throw on. My main rings that I wear every day, and then the Chrome Hearts wallet chain, which I attach to my No Fear wallet that has a loop for a wallet chain. Finished off Monday's look with the 424 leather boots. One of my favorite pairs of footwear, especially for the fall and winter time, and I most typically will pair this with a bigger, baggier pair of denim just to cover the top of the shoe a little bit better. This is a very bulky, thick pair of boots, but nonetheless a pair that I love very much and have gotten a lot of wears out of since I picked them up. So that was a look at Monday's fit. We got 6 more of the week to go, but I think we started the week off really strong. You guys can let me know what you think of this one down in the comments, and we're gonna get right into Tuesday's fit. Decided to wear these again this week. I started off last week's video with the Menace steel denim, and I decided to break them out again on Tuesday of this week. I just really love this pair. I kind of wear it in waves. There'll be a month where I wear it pretty heavily, and then multiple months will go by and I don't touch them at all. A great base pant and one of my only pairs of darker blue denim. And once you guys see this fit pieced all together, I think you'll know kind of why I gravitated towards this specific pair. Also used Tuesday as an opportunity to break out a Betty piece that I haven't worn in quite some time. This is actually a Nike Betty boot piece. I don't think this was an official Nike collab because this isn't on a Nike tee, it's on a Delta, vintage Delta tag. The colors on this one was super fire, and I don't get to break this one out too often, so I figured I would just show it some love and use it as a base layer for the jacket I'm gonna throw over the top of it. The centerpiece for Tuesday's outfit is this Kapital fleece. Now, when it comes to grail pieces and things that I see super sought after in my eyes for just kind of the collection that I've built, this fleece was always one of the things that was on the top of my list, and I actually picked this up from a homie, Gabe, in Atlanta. When we went to his store, he had just bought out a huge designer collection and gave me this fleece for a really, really good price. I think market on this thing goes for like 600 plus, but I ended up picking this one up for, I think it was like 300, so almost half of that. It was in super clean condition. I think it had been worn like one time. It was a piece that I couldn't walk out of that store that day without, so I ended up picking it up. Get some great wears out of it every winter time. I think you guys have maybe seen this on the channel channel a few other times, if not maybe just once. But either way, we got right back to it this winter season and finished off Tuesday's look with one of my favorite pieces in my closet. It's a little bit gloomy out today, so I'm gonna try and keep an eye on the lighting in this video. It seems to be, at least when I'm editing, it's the main thing that frustrates me is the light changing so frequently. But we're gonna finish this outfit out with a pair of kicks that are, where are they at? I believe I broke these out last week as well, if not the week before, but this is the Wales Bonner Samba from their most recent collection. Thought they flowed with this outfit really well, pulled the navies back out and really accentuated some of the colors in the jacket, complemented them really well. The Wales Bonner Samba, I love this pair. That was a look at Tuesday's fit, probably my loudest of the week, but still a really solid fit and one that I'll probably run back at some point. So if you catch me in this one again, just mind your business, all right? Wednesday, I wore a pair of sweatpants that I've been living in since we dropped them. This was the last release for Common Hype of 2024. This is our French Terry pleated sweatpant, a wide leg, beautiful fit on these, great details, some subtle embroidery right here on the front pocket, which is a little blown out by the light right there. And then you also have the black patches that are embroidered and sewn into the entire leg panel. A few people hit me up and asked if these were screen printed, but again, these are actual full patches going down the entire leg. Favorite part about this specific sweatpant is mainly just how they fit. I thought they were a great base for the start of Wednesday's outfit this week. For the base layer of Wednesday, I broke out the Common Studios uniform tee. This was actually our first graphic tee, manufactured graphic tee, I should say, that we dropped. You have the thick embroidery on the collar with the 3 common stars right there, and then you have the "We all have something in common" quote on the back, which it might be a little hard to tell, but the text on this has a bit of a texture and is slightly distressed, which is a very nice subtle detail that we added to this piece. Our blanks that we developed for this tee as well, I'm super proud of, and I love the very subtle hit to the wash that you get around the seams as well as the sleeves. Very similar to the Distress Duty tee that I styled last week. You have that gradient feature in most washes for the Commons pieces, at least in our newer collections. This tee specifically is already sold out, but look forward to many more graphic tees for Commons upcoming later this year. And then over the top of the uniform tee, I'm gonna throw on this vintage Cabela's camo button-up that I had Crystal crop for me and hem it just to a little bit more of an appropriate length for my size. This was a little bit bigger, and I like the way that it fit me everywhere else. We just took a little bit of length off and made it to be a little bit more form-fitting to my body.
JP.
Wednesday, I introduced the first headwear piece of the week. This is my Bound by Soul nylon 5-panel cap that is probably my most worn hat in my closet, with the exception of like maybe 2 others that it's really close, but I've had this hat for like 3 years. Looks brand new every time, stays super clean. I just love the material makeup of this hat, how this one fits as well. And I need a haircut right now, so I was basically wearing hats all of last week once I got through those first couple days. So I'm gonna throw on the Bound by Soul nylon cap, and to bring everything together and really emphasize this accent color that I chose for the day, went with the Gulf LaFleur Tyler the Creator Converse with the jumbo lace. This pair was from one of their more recent collections, but you got the little dog graphic on the back. And again, a huge fan of those jumbo laces. I'd say Wednesday was my most unintentional outfit. I kind of just threw on a bunch of shit that felt comfortable for the day, had a lot of editing to do, just wanted to be cozy for the day. So that was the motive behind Wednesday's fit, and we're gonna get right into Thursday. Thursday, I broke out Old Faithful. This is actually one of your guys' favorite pairs of pants in my closet, at least from what I've seen, just from comments and things in the past. This is my No Fear corduroy pant, fully decked out with No Fear tags. You got the button right there as well, and the little tab on the back pocket. I really love the color of these pants. I also really enjoy the weight of them, super heavy, great for the winter time. And I thought that this corduroy texture blended with the other texture that I combined for the top portion of this fit, which you guys are gonna see here in a second. So this next piece I've had in hand for probably 4 months now, if not maybe a little bit more. This is the Common Studios knit that we sampled in the summer of last year. This is the second rendition of our sample. The first one was not really the weight or quality that we wanted, so we tested with a new manufacturer and came out with this really amazing product that I think is expected to drop the first, if not the second week of February. We have our production units in right now. They're actually on the boat, on their way to us as we speak. So this is a product that I'm really looking forward to debuting for the first time in February, but more so styling today for you guys right now for the very first time. Also threw on this Chrome Hearts trucker hat just to add a little bit of flavor to this one. And I can't lie, when I spent this much on a camo hat, I didn't think I'd wear it all that much just because I'm not too much of a pattern wearer. But this one always comes in clutch to bring a little bit more out of an outfit that would otherwise be pretty simple, especially as far as color blocking goes. But we're gonna throw on the Chrome Hearts trucker and then we'll get into the footwear. This day was one of the very few times in the last year that I broke out my neutral gray Jordan 1 lows. I really like to substitute this pair for, let's say, a white Air Force or even my Pure Money 4s, which are a little bit bulkier of white sneakers, and resort to these for a bit of a lower profile. And the reason that I went with a skinnier silhouette for the sneaker on this one is because the material and the makeup of the other two pieces that I'm wearing are a little bit wider, so I don't want to be fully wide, if that makes sense. So I feel like these just help balance out the proportions, and obviously an all white sneaker, pretty hard to go wrong with. Got a few more for the week. You guys can let me know what you think of this one. Again, make sure you stay tuned for these knits releasing in February. Pretty limited quantity, but that's the way we like to keep it over at Common Studios. So if you guys get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. You guys can stay tuned to all drop information on these and a really great rollout of February products over at our Instagram, Common Studios. On Friday, I broke out one of my favorite pairs of denim right now. This is the Thug Club denim that I picked up at ComplexCon. If you guys missed the ComplexCon video, still one of my favorite uploads from last year. You guys seem to really enjoy that one too. So if you guys want to see ComplexCon from my perspective and through my lenses perspective, you guys can go check out that video, and not much more to talk about on these. Such a great pair of pants. You got the Thug Club denim. And I'm gonna pair this denim with the Common Studios cattle belt, full pony hair cow print. Really love the colorway of this Constellation belt. And these are still available online, commonshop.com, if you guys missed out on this drop or the restock of the black belt, which is my most worn belt in my collection. I've been rocking this star one pretty frequently just because we're gonna be dropping it soon. I wanna make sure you guys can get all the inspo possible of me in that one, but the main daily belt is always gonna be the black Constellation belt, which again is restocked online, commonshop.com. Just as a side note too, just for an extra fit for this video, I can't lie, this is a great pairing as well. I haven't paired this denim with the knit yet, but I really like how this looks just as I'm transitioning between these fits right now. Could easily just throw on my black boots or really any color shoe, to be honest, and get a really great fit out of this knit with a different style pant as the base. Getting into what I actually wore this day, which I guess is pretty similar. This is our Common Studios Co-Star hoodie that just recently dropped last week. These are also available online still, a few sizes still up for grabs. You guys can go shop them. A 500 GSM base French terry with our full custom pattern. Favorite part being the star paneling on the back, but you also have that star paneling on the elbows as well. And that's one of my favorite signature hits that we do on our pieces. It's where the inspo for the embroidery of the sleeve on the knit came from, was our original pattern that we created for the Co-Star hoodie, which I've been wearing a lot this winter, mainly because it's super heavy and keeps me warm, but I also really love the way that these hoodies fit, which was one of our main points of emphasis for this drop. So I also broke out this green mohair represent beanie that I picked up on their Black Friday sale a few years back. And I did that to pair well with the silver box Nike SB High that I decided to wear this day. I picked these up in a trade along with my Supreme Vans that I don't think I've styled yet on this channel. The navy blue pair though that has the textured like cheetah print on the side. And in that trade I also picked up this silver box SB, a really amazing older SB. Really love the colorway on this, the silver shiny midsole, gray suede uppers, and the green accents. My first time actually styling this shoe intentionally. I've thrown it on a couple times just as I've ran out of the house, but as far as putting an actual fit together with the silver box SB, that hasn't happened yet. So I was super happy to be able to do that for the first time last week. So we'll throw these on and see how everything looks together. Say one thing that I've been gravitating towards lately is a very simple base and finding one or two accent colors, and if they are different, very complementary colors to each other to kind of blend everything together. My main uniform these days though have been a blue denim, a black denim, and then mixing in creams, greens, browns, earthy tones. Find it the easiest to style, as well as I have so much bandwidth in my closet amongst those colors that it makes it super easy for me to put together seemingly any outfit using those three bases for the overall outline of my outfit, potentially even my favorite fit of the week so far. Saturday was a bit of a warmer day, so I decided to break out a pair of shorts. This pair being, you could probably guess it, a pair of vintage No Fear denim that I left the belt in, but this belt is actually a vintage No Fear belt as well. And it's on this really sick brown leather that's been very distressed over time. You got the No Fear authentic leather on the inside of it, and then you got the flame head right there as well. I've only broke out this short one other time since I picked them up, and I don't believe that that time was recorded or filmed on the channel. So this will be the first time that you guys are seeing an outfit styled with the No Fear vintage denim short. Kind of went with a full No Fear fit for Saturday. I broke out this vintage No Fear flannel that I actually picked up at a vintage event in Phoenix, and that day I believe was recorded. One of my few shopping videos on this channel. I think I referred to it last week's video as well. Just another No Fear hit right there. Just a really simple brown flannel. I don't overly love how this one fits me particularly, but it's super rare to find vintage No Fear flannels, and especially that I got to come across it myself in the wild. It was definitely something I had to hold on to, and a piece that I'm glad I got to break out this last Saturday. So I kept Saturday's fit basically as simple as you can. I just threw on this vintage devil rays hat, which you guys see all the time on the channel. And then I broke out one of my favorite pairs of Sambos. This very simple and neutral beige pair that has this kind of like woven effect on the uppers of them. And again, it was a warmer day, so this is kind of more of a spring fit if I'm being honest, but because of the weather here, kind of doubles as a winter fit as well. One more outfit of the week. Let's not waste any time and get right into Sunday. Sunday last week, I was editing the video that I posted last Sunday afternoon. So I went super cozy. I was at the studio all day editing and wanted to be comfortable. So I broke out one of my favorite pairs of sweatpants, the Stussy over-dyed blue sweatpant. I wish I would have sized down in these. This pair is a large and it fits like damn near a 2XL. I ended up not selling them and just holding on to this one. I was gonna try and find one size down from what I got, starting off Sunday with the Stussy over-dyed sweatpant. For my base layer on Sunday, I broke out the Common Studios Jet Tee. This was from our military collection, one of 5 graphic tees that dropped alongside for that drop at the end of December of last year. Blank back, you got the graphic on the front. Really love the vibrance of the colors, and I'm a huge fan of this graphic, one of my favorites from that drop. If you check out some of the details on the back wing, you have all those common stars hidden in there. And then you have We All Have Something in Common right there on the front of the chest. Really beautiful wash on this one, especially around the neckline. You guys can also see see those subtle distress marks around the line as well. Same with both of the sleeves. And my favorite characteristic of this piece, which is also some of your guys's, is the raw cut hem at the bottom. It was the only one in that collection that featured this part on the hem. Funny story on this specific t-shirt as well, all of our production units with this graphic on them, every single one came not the right length. So we had to individually unbag every single one of the jet tees and measure them and cut them in studio to the actual size that they're supposed to be cut. They were way too long. We wanted a more boxier cropped look, so we went ahead and just ended up doing it ourselves so we didn't have to delay the drop. And that's really just a testament to our quality standards at Common Studios. We don't want to drop anything the way that it's not supposed to be dropped. And if there's anything that we have to do on our end to make sure that things are exactly how we want them, we just go ahead and do so. So that was something that was done for the jet tee. Either way, great graphic tee and the base of Sunday's fit. On Sunday, I actually wore the black Common Studios Stardust beanie, but I can't find my black one right now. I have actually no idea where it is, so I'm just gonna throw the blue one on for the purpose of the video. But if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys saw the story I posted when I linked last week's video. I was in this fit and I was wearing the black beanie, so for anyone that's actually paying attention, chill off me for a minute. But to finish this one out, I just threw over this Stussy zip up that I picked up off of my boy Hayden. I actually traded him a few things. He ended up picking up a couple pairs of denim that I was selling before I did my big whatnot show a few weeks back, and he wanted to throw this my way to alleviate some of the costs of his purchases, which I was not mad at. This one fits me really well, and I do wear a lot of Stussy pieces, so I figured that this one would be fire to pair, especially with the Stussy sweatpants for this one. And the last pair of shoes for the week, I got my quarter snack Converse. Easily could have worn the Stussy Converse as well for this because I wear those a lot, but I didn't want to go too Stussy on them. And I also really like the blue accent that this one has in the star. It's got like a blue reptile skin right there, which I thought was a super nice subtle accent to blend everything together really nicely. So those were the 7 different outfits that I wore this past week. You guys can let me know your favorite down in the comments. And if you've liked any part of this video, whether it was just a piece, a fit, a joke I told, you know, if I made you laugh, you're legally obligated to leave a like on this video. So make sure you guys do that. And I'm really looking forward to putting together some great videos for you guys here in the upcoming weeks. I just had a meeting with some of my guys at Common Hype on our content team, breaking down my plans for my upcoming videos and talking about some new structure to these videos that I think you guys will really enjoy and allow you guys more insight on not only the outfits I'm wearing, but the things that I'm doing on a daily basis and the pieces that we are creating every month. So I really look forward to rolling that out, especially in this upcoming week. And until then, you guys can follow me on Instagram to stay up to date with everything I'm doing. We're really bad at posting. There are things that I know I should be posting and showing more of, and I just need to get better at that, but I'm also trying to be on my phone less this year. So it's a hard balance to attain. I'm gonna try and get better at it, but either way, I appreciate all the support that you guys do show, and it keeps me motivated to continue making great content for you guys. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you guys in next week's video. Peace out until then.